Today we're going to be doing restorative yoga. Restorative yoga is a little different than your typical yoga that you think about, such as flow or hatha. This yoga practice is more of a resting yoga. This is where we use props, we use pillows, blankets, we use all sorts of different props to really sink into the pose or the posture. This is where you're going to relax your mind and your body. Still stretching and moving your body and creating space in the muscles and fascia, but also breathing and clearing out the mind. So it's a mental and physical resting type yoga. You don't need any fancy props. You can use blankets, you can use regular pillows. If you have a yoga strap, that's great too. If you do happen to have yoga props, if you have a yoga block, one or two, if you have bolsters, anything that will help you prop up and really sink into them. So then that way you can relax and really enjoy it. Before we get started into a restorative yoga poses, we're going to warm up the body just a little bit. Nothing where we're jogging or anything. We're going to just slowly inhale in and exhale out. And we want to breathe through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And this time we're going to interlace those fingers above our head and we're going to slowly roll forward, just stretching out that back a little bit. Slowly unlace those fingers and paddle your hands back. We're going to have our shoulders back. 3 shoulder rolls. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to put our opposite hand on our opposite knee, looking over our shoulder. Feeling that rotation. And slowly back to center. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Reaching that opposite hand behind your back. Looking over the shoulder. Good, back to center. We're going to place our one hand next to us on the mat and we're going to bring our arm over, opening the side of the body. Slowly down, other side. Good, and if you want to just reach behind you, stretching out the chest and the biceps. Good, slowly release. Again, 3 shoulder rolls. And 1 good inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Perfect, let's get started. Our first pose or posture that we're going to be doing is going to open up our chest. It's going to create more space for breath to come in and out of the body. This is also going to help us open up the hips and also create mental clarity. We all want that. So if you do have yoga props, let me show you how to set it up. If you don't, then we'll find something that will help support you into this pose. The first thing that you need to do, if you have yoga blocks, you're going to have one yoga block standing up and down, and the other block's going to be more of in a horizontal position. So they're going to be up right next to each other. Afterwards, you can use your bolster. This is a medium-sized bolster. It's sort of flat too, and you're going to have it angled right next to these blocks. What we're going to do next is that we're going to have a blanket. So you can grab any type of blanket that you have. Doesn't have to be anything crazy and professional yoga blanket or anything. But we're going to have it set right in front of our bolster, right at the bottom there. We can grab some extra blocks if you have them. So we're going to support our knees. And I'll show you how to utilize different equipment if you don't have these particular items. And then last but not least, if you have any type of strap or any type of string, something that can hold your legs in a position where you can relax them but yet support them. So if we get into our position in our pose with the equipment that I show here, which is yoga equipment, this is how the position is going to look. We're going to sit right on the edge, right on the front of that bolster. What we want to do is we want to place our strap. I have it looped up a little bit, and we want to place our strap around our feet, on the bottoms of our feet, and then also around our knees. So then that way, if I put my heels and my feet together and I have my legs apart, it's being supported by the strap. So before we get into the strap, you want to position yourself right in front of that bolster, set up the strap, again, where it's underneath the feet and the heels, where it's supported. And if you have extra blocks, then what we're going to do, we're going to lay in this position, and then you can use these blocks for your arms, or you can position them right underneath your legs so you can lay in such a way where you just melt into the props. Remember, this is all about relaxing and having the props support you during this, moment when you are breathing and relaxing. This is all about restoring your mind and body. So we want to make sure you're comfortable. If you're not, just make sure you adjust some things, because once you find that spot, you're going to be like, oh yes, that's going to be perfect. You just know, your body just knows. So that is if you have those particular items. If you don't, then that's completely fine. You can grab some blankets, a couple blankets. I have an extra one here, and you can roll them. You can roll the blanket, and you can create or mimic what the blocks were doing. If you have a couple blankets, you can do that and prop them up. And then if you have just a regular pillow, then if you have an extra blanket where you can roll underneath it, you can have a regular pillow, and then you can lay on that and support yourself. You can also find some more blankets or towels and roll them up. You can place them under your knees or your legs, like I showed, that took the place of the block. Or you can place it underneath your hands as you squeeze those shoulder blades back, and you open up the chest. It's all about creating a quiet atmosphere. You can have it dark, you have light candles, have some aromatherapy. Remember, this is all creating a nice relaxing atmosphere for you, so you can just relax mind and body. I'm going to set our timer, and we are going to go ahead, get into our position, and melt into the props. Next, we're going to be doing our next posture. It's called a frog on a log. I know it sounds silly, but this is so comfortable. This time we are laying on top of our props with a blanket either over ourselves or just on top of the props themselves. So let me show you how to put it together, and we'll get started. I have two round, long bolsters that look like logs, and if you have one, that's great, or one or two. I have two of them, so I'm going to put them in a line. If you don't have these particular bolsters, it's okay. You can grab pillows in its place. You can grab towels, blankets, rolling them up as well. We're going to cover the bolsters right on top. So we're going to grab one and two, and we're going to put them right on top of each other. You are more than welcome to have another one on hand, again, to cover yourself up once you get started into your posture. If you feel a little chilly, you can cover yourself. Let's get started. This is all you need for this particular posture, and so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to lay on top of our pillows. We're going to have legs on either side, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to just put our hands next to the pillows. I'm going to set the 4 minutes, and just make sure that you breathe, relax, and then clear your mind. Okay, here we go. We're going to get started. We're going to lay with our head to one side. Breathing, melting right into the props. Next pose, posture, we are going to use a chair. We're going to drape a blanket over the seat of the chair, and we're going to get 2 pillows. If you have bolsters, you can position them where one's pretty much horizontal to the chair and the other one is vertical, creating a T letter. If you don't have the bolsters, you can just grab one of your larger pillows and another one and have one more in a horizontal, the other one in a vertical position. And then grab your chair and a blanket and an extra blanket too, just in case, again, you want to cover up and warm yourself up. In this particular position, we are going to scoot all the way to that front pillow that's closest to the chair or bolster. And we're going to put our legs on top, so our knees are right in the front of the seat. And we're going to lay down. You want to get comfortable. And we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades. And we're going to breathe. This is going to help alleviate any sore legs, being tired, jet lag, headaches. This is a great position and pose to be in, to just, again, relax body and mind and rejuvenate as well. We're going to get our timer started. Remember to breathe through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Clear your mind and just remember, feel your belly rise and feel it fall. Just focus on your breath. Here we go. Our last pose is Shavasana. This is where we totally relax even more, but we finish up our practice and we set our intentions for the day. So let's get started. What we're going to just need, if you would like to get a pillow or a blanket, probably more of a blanket, you can have it just folded in half, and you can just have it on top of your mat or on the floor. You can have a pillow or a bolster, and that's going to go right underneath your knees. And if you want any yoga blocks for your arms, you can have one on each side. And what we're going to do, we're going to lay. If you do need something for your head, you would grab a blanket, and you can have that where you just roll. You can have just this bottom part rolled underneath your neck, just to give you a little bit more support. There. Perfect. And you want the blocks support you. This is all about you. So if you do not have to do exactly as I do, you move the props the way you feel, and you just melt into the floor, mat, blankets, whatever it is. You will know, your body will know when it's in that right spot. So let's start our timer and let's breathe. Completely relax. Slowly move your fingers and your toes. And stay in this position. Just be mindful about your surroundings. You're going to slowly open your eyes. You want to lay on your right side, slowly come out of your position. And when you're ready, slowly bring yourself up into a seated pose. Taking 3 good deep breaths. Observe how you feel before you feel relaxed between your mind and body. This is exactly what you needed. As you move along into your practice and keep playing this video over and over, feel free to stay in these postures for longer than 4 minutes. This is your practice. You can do whatever you like. It's all about what your body needs and how you nourish it. So thank you so much for joining me today with my restorative yoga practice. Thank you again.